Good morning everyone, back with another episode of Stuff and Things. I got out of my camp spot this morning at about 9 o'clock. We started in the Dixie National Forest. If you didn't see the last video, I'd highly recommend checking out at least the last part so you can see where we were at. It was beautiful out there. And the next time I'm down here, I'm totally going to go back to that spot. I pinned it on my map. It was awesome. Now today I'm heading a little bit further south. I was in the Bryce Canyon area and now I'm a little bit outside of Zion National Park. Now if you've ever been to Zion, you will know that the famous hike there is Angel's Landing, which is this like gnarly chain route that you gotta hold on to go up the side of this like pretty wild looking cliff. And it's great, looks really cool. It's in the park however, and right now it's a Sunday for me. That means there are going to be a ton of weekend warriors there, and I just really don't feel like taking the van into the park. The permit system might still be a little bit weird because of all of the regulations that they've had recently. So instead, yesterday I was talking to my friend Jamie and he was like, skip Angel's Landing, go to this place, and he dropped me a pin. So right now, once I'm done fueling up, I'm gonna head down to a little parking area that I believe is on BLM land, and then it should be about a 6-mile round hike into this next point where you are way up above Angel's Landing, and the view that I saw from Jamie's photos looks amazing. So we're gonna head down, get in there hopefully before it gets too hot. I planned on doing this a little bit earlier in the day. Right now it is 10 a.m. And by the time I get to the place to park and head up there, it is going to be super hot. It's been like 100 degrees Fahrenheit almost every day down in this area. So I'm gonna try to do it before I die of heat exhaustion. Should be a pretty good day. Remember how I just said that Angel's Landing was going to be sort of a dumpster fire just packed with people? Well, I'm at the East Mesa Trailhead heading out to the overlook point, and this place seems no different. There were so many vehicles coming up here, a lot of vehicles that are not four-wheel drive and have pretty low ground clearance, so I wouldn't be surprised if I have to pull someone out getting out of here. There was a Challenger that actually followed me in on the road, which was kind of wild, but anyway, we're heading to the lookout. We've got 3.3 miles out, and then about 3.3 back. "15 minutes in, 1 mile, and the hike is not too bad. At this rate, we'll be there in 30 minutes. "2 miles in, only 15 minutes to go. 3 miles in, we'll be there in 0.3, and the view's already looking pretty good. So that's the hike, we made it. This is much better than going to Angel's Landing right there. You can't really tell on video, but that entire ridge line is just packed with people right now. It is a Sunday, so there's people everywhere. I got all of the photos I wanted. You guys can check them out over on Instagram, my Instagram, and Psy Productions Instagram. Now we got a little over 3 miles out of here. It's gonna be a hot one. It's exactly noon. Then we'll make it back to the van and have a little bit of lunch. Oh my gosh, it is hot out here. So we last left off when I was leaving Zion National Park, and quick tip for those of you who are planning on visiting there, I don't recommend doing it on a weekend, and I don't recommend driving through the park during the midday. It took me over an hour to get from the east entrance to the west entrance, but if you do get the chance to drive through, it is super beautiful, so you should definitely check it out. So I was coming down through the southern corner of Utah to cross into Arizona, and I actually came across a YouTuber who I watch all of his videos. I've never met him in person, we've never actually talked, but maybe you guys recognize this car right here. So that was Matt from Matt's Off-Road Recovery. He has an awesome channel where he drives around Utah recovering stuck vehicles, and I'm sure there are some of you out there who watch his channel as well. Now, all of that being said, went through the corner of Arizona into Nevada, and now I'm at the Valley of Fire State Park just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. It is like 110 degrees out here. Let me go back in the van. Correction, it's 104 degrees. Sorry for being dramatic. So I came down here to the Valley of Fire State Park because there is an iconic road and a super awesome photograph that I've seen other photographers out there capture, and I wanted to do it. This puts me close enough to Vegas that I can find a spot to camp tonight because there's public land all over Nevada. So I'm gonna go through the state park, check things out, and hopefully find the spot where that one photo is taken. You guys will know when you see it. Alright guys, it's windy, but I think I've found at least part of the road that I'm thinking of. I can't believe I've been to Vegas so many times and I've never come out here because this place is sick. Look at that valley right there. Looking at that road now, it looks similar to the shot that I'm thinking of, but that's not exactly it. It may be taken from the other side, but we got plenty of daylight left. This place actually closes at sundown, but it would be really nice to get a shot if I can find the location of the shot during golden hour. All right, I found it and I figured out what I needed to do. I was a little bit too high, the elevation that I was at, so I came down just like a couple feet. And I need to switch lenses. I'm currently shooting on a 15 to 35. This is my typical vlog lens. I'm gonna need 70 to 200 for this shot. I'm gonna swap over to this, go get the shot, and just come right back because it is still so hot outside. Well, I got the shot, kind of. I just realized that it's not sunset, but it's the morning sun that actually illuminates this whole little valley right here. So the shot looks really cool. I mean, it is super scenic here with all of the red rock formations and this old beat up twisty road that runs through this valley. The photo would be a lot better with the subject in it. Like if I had Ashley here with me, I would have her drive the van up the road. It would be such a sick shot, but can't do that right now. I'm thinking in the future, I'll have someone drive the van up through the valley as I'm taking a photo from this location that I'm at. Lights on, full blast, like right as the sun is coming up. It would be such a sick photo, but I got what I could for now. You guys will see that over on my Instagram. Now I've got a few hours left of daylight. I think I'm going to find a spot, not necessarily in the Valley of Fire, but just outside to camp, hopefully near some water because it is so hot. It is 107 degrees right now. Just keeps getting hotter even though the sun is going down. So let's start opening up some apps, see if we can find a place to camp for the night, and I'll check in with you guys in a second. Alright guys, welcome to the camp spot for the night. This is a pretty rad spot and I'm really close to Vegas too, and I'm going to be heading downtown tomorrow. It is currently 8 o'clock at night and it's still 95 degrees outside, so I'm putting this to the test for the first time. Haven't been in super hot weather since I've been in higher altitudes, but with the Roam Rig lithium system I got 630 amp hours of power underneath this bench. As you can hear back here, the AC is cranking, cool air is flowing, and that may not seem cool to some people. But when you are in an area like this, middle of nowhere, not plugged into anything, no water hookups, no electrical hookups, the AC is just running. It's actually starting to cool off pretty quickly out here. Sunset behind me, it was a good one. I actually had to move the van. I was parked right here, but it is super windy and the big gusts are like rocking the van. There have been a few times when I'm camping in a super remote location and the van will just get hit by a huge gust of wind, sort of like this right here. And that's fine when you're awake, but when it's 4 o'clock in the morning and it's pitch black outside, last thing you want to feel is the van rocking. Back in the AC. Let's see what else we have left for dinner. Let's do a little salmon and asparagus tonight. Being extra healthy after that long hike today. Dinner is served. It smells pretty good, but the whole van is probably gonna smell like fish now. It's pretty damn good. I've also been trying out this stuff. It's coming from a company known as Hoist. It is military hydration powder. They used to make it just for the military, but now you can buy it online. I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. But when I'm out hiking and out doing adventurous stuff like you guys saw in this video, especially in the southwestern United States, it's so dry out here and I'm drinking water like a fish. Way more water than I'm used to drinking. So this stuff makes it a little bit easier. Never had fruit punch before. Their peach mango is pretty good, but we're gonna give this one a shot. So this stuff is like IV level hydration. It's supposed to hydrate you way better than just drinking bottles of water. So that is like blood red. Oh my God, that's delicious. It tastes like Hawaiian punch without all of the sugar. Alright guys, well, I'm going to enjoy this meal and then I'm going to start editing. That way I can wake up and do it all over again tomorrow. I should have a new summer line coming to the Side Productions website here soon. We're doing hats, 2 different types of hats, 2 different types of t-shirts, and a few other things along the way. So keep checking back there periodically or follow Side Productions over on Instagram. And whenever we have a new release, I'll be posting everything over there. So that's it for today. If you're new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe. I make new videos every week. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.